Hey everybody, it's me, Bryson Booker. Welcome to the first installment of BBTV's Thanksgiving special, Thank God for Collectibles, sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea. It's refreshingly delicious. I was not paid to say that. But to start out, I figured what's more collectible than vinyl? So I'm going to show you my vinyl collection. Now, this is my vinyl collection of the 70s and 80s, but I also have some 1950s and 40s records that I'll get to maybe tomorrow or later, a video later this week. I'll do my 40s and 50s vinyl collection, but I'm going to show you the vinyls that I have from the 70s, 80s, and 2000s actually. So, let's start. What are we waiting for? The first vinyl I have is Jeffrey Osborne, and this is Stay With Me Tonight from 1982. This includes one of his hits, We're Going All the Way, and I really think that's it. And then Stay With Me Tonight was kind of a hit, but if you know Jeffrey Osborne, he was generally known for the song On the Wings of Love. His vocal really stands out. So if you hear a song and you hear that nice brassy, bassy vocal, that's Jeffrey Osborne. And this is a pretty good album too, from 1982. And I think I actually got two in here. So I got another one. This one does not have a case, but this is Minnie Riperton, Adventures in Paradise. Minnie Riperton wrote Loving You, Easy Cause You're Beautiful, you know. Well, this album doesn't have that song. This was actually one of her albums that was kind of on the market. But to me, I like it. It's a pretty good album. Still Minnie Riperton. Still get those powerful vocals. So, that's that one. I'll show you. This one actually came in its jacket. The Jeffrey Osborne album. So I got a picture of Jeffrey Osborne. Next we have Daft Punk. Now this is not a 70s or 80s album. Obviously, if you Daft Punk fans know, this is the 2001 album Discovery on vinyl. I actually recently got this from a Barnes & Nobles. I paid $40 for it, but it's worth it for what it is. It's a very good album, and oh my god, look what they did to these covers. Each cover has a nice picture of Daft Punk, and on the back is all the songs with all of the lyrics. Even though mainly if you listen to Daft Punk it's about the music, but they included the lyrics if you actually feel like singing along. There are two vinyls. There are two vinyls in this one. I cannot put the... There's two vinyls, so there's side A and B, and then there's side C and D. This just says Daft Punk on it. Nothing special. On the inside is a nice big picture. So I'll show you that in a second. So I think this is like a piano or something. I think. Very good album, Discovery. Alright, next we got the Best of Bob Marley. But later on I'm going to do a review on this album, maybe if not later this year, maybe next year. A lot of Bob Marley's hits, like Could You Be Loved and, you know, things like that are not on this album, but Living Yourself Up is on here, and that was his hit. A lot of his early stuff is highlighted on this album. And maybe they were hits, maybe they weren't, but the songs that most people know Bob Marley for aren't really on this album. Kinda sucks. It was released in, I think, 1983. I'll let you take a look at that. By this group called Babylon. So let's put it back in the jacket here. Boy. Okay, Like I said, it doesn't really have many of Bob Marley's hits on it, but it's close. This next one I've already done a review on. This is Foreigner, Double Vision from 1979, featuring the hits Hot Blooded and Double Vision, and that's about it. But obviously we know that Hot Blooded was a big hit on this album from Foreigner. Pretty good album, I like it. I actually got 2 in here, so let's pull out another one. And we pull out Earth, Wind and Fire's 1975 live album. Let me get that on the camera. Gratitude. I like this album, it's really good. Yeah, it's one of Earth, Wind and Fire's first live albums. Next, we have Anita Ward, Songs of Love, from I think 76. No, actually 79. This has Ring My Bell. This was a big hit for Anita Ward. Basically, she was known for that song. That's on side 2. But this album's okay. I mean, I mainly just bought it to hear Ring My Bell, which was her biggest hit. But it's still a pretty good album to own. The next one I have is Brick, Good High. Now, Brick had the song Daz, Disco Jazz. That's on here, on this album, Good High. This one is from 1976. But I also like the other songs on here. Some of my favorites are Brick City and Sister Twister, and of course Daz, because that was the... Oh, and the full version of that song, Daz, is on this album, the whole thing. Pretty good record. Next, Peaches and Herb, Too Hot. This one has Shake Your Groove Thing. Need I say more? Well, I guess I will. And it also has some other song. Reunited was another hit that came off of this album. Should I say any more after that? I don't think so. Peaches and Herb. This is actually one of my 50s albums. That's a 33. This is basically Galapagos music. It's kind of like Latin flavored jazz style stuff I like. It's pretty good. I love it. And who is it? It's the Emindo ROS and his orchestra. Pretty good song from the 50s. I got rid of some records because they were really scratched up. This is one of them. I only have the case for it now. But this is Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Basically, this was I think this was their first album from 72. But I don't have the record anymore because it was really scratched up. But when I had it, I listened to it like heck, and it was a good album. This is one that I had for a long time. This is 25 Years of Grammy Greats from Motown. It features Endless Love, Diana Ross, Lionel Richie, Let It Whip, the Daz Band, Let's Get Serious, Jermaine Jackson, Cloud 9, The Temptations, Keep On Truckin', Eddie Kendricks, Touch Me in the Morning, Diana Ross, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, The Temptations, Don't Leave Me This Way, Thelma Houston, I Second That Emotion, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, and then Heat Waves, and that was Martha Reeves and the Vandellos. So this is from 1984. Original jacket is in here, but I don't feel like pulling that out. It was difficult. Here's the record, though. Famous Motown logo. Next, this is Lila from Derek and the Dominoes, otherwise known as Eric Clapton and Derek and the Dominoes. Wicked album. I like this one a lot. But you got Layla on here, as well as some other songs that Derek and the Dominoes wrote. and of course feature the one and only Eric Clapton on guitar. Some of the other ones include I Looked Away, Bell Bottom Blues, one of my favorites, Any Day, Key to the Highway. There's actually like 4 albums in this set, so there's 2 records, 4 sides, I should say. I love this album, Derek and the Dominoes. If you like Eric Clapton, then you know about Derek and the Dominoes. Finally, we have the Fatback Band. Now, these guys wrote Backstrokin', nice, awesome soul song. However, that is not on this album. That was on the next album that they did. But this is some of their early work. This is Fired Up and Kickin'. This was released in 1979, a year before the album of Backstrokin' was released. But this one has a song on here that I like called The Snake. It also has a song that's not so good called Girls. And I don't really like that one. That one is very repetitive and it runs out of ideas fast. However, if you just listen to it for the music, they do pretty good music on here. As far as lyrics, maybe you probably know... Well, no, I lied. There's another hit on this album and it's called Get Up on the Dance Floor. Or Get Out on the Dance Floor. That was another hit that came from this album. But they were mainly famous for Backstrokin'. That's about it. And that's my record collection for 33s. Not that much, but hey, it's a start. And then I'll do my 1950s records later. So see you guys next time.